There haven't been any efforts so far because I trust the Nigerian police. When they want to work, they will work to the fullest. One thing I just noticed is that it's like they are covering some things. We don't have any trust on our government and even on the police because only Andrew Nice Ominikoran has been captured since over a month now, if I am not mistaken. And ever since then, we haven't seen the remaining people that they unite together and murdered my sister with the autopsy and without the autopsy. They are the one that murdered my sister. They are the one that put sorrow in my family. They are the one that put my dad in his state, the state he is now. Because ever since my dad has been in this world, my dad has never visited any hospital drip. For them to pass drip to his body, no. Instead, my father will go to the hospital and donate blood. Not for them to give him water or blood. Now my dad is being treated now. He's in the sick bed now because of the trauma of Bamise. So
but what do you say?
They've betrayed our trust as a family, as a citizen of this country.
The lady that was murdered February 2022, and the essence of calling the conference is to inform the public that we have applied for private, a fiat for private prosecution of the alleged assailant. The letter was drawn with the Attorney General yesterday, asking for this permission to take over or take up the prosecution for reasons summarized briefly as contained in the letters to us from the family of perceived inadequacy on the part of the government to prosecute itself. This is one of the very rare, if not exceptional cases where facilities of government was used to commit a crime, a grievous, honorable crime, murder for that particular case. So the agency, the vehicle belong to Lagos State government. And then we have seen some lapses in the conduct of the investigation. At the earliest moment, reports made by the family members to the police may be excluded from the bundle of proof of evidence given to us, and you find out that even the pathology test, the result is we have not received it. It's been done about 6 days ago. We've not seen them. They've lumped the case of this Bamise with the case of that lady who was raped. And we are saying that we have problems, technical or legal problem, because we call something misjoinder of charges. The other lady was alleged to have been raped. This man could be tried separately for that. You know, the timing was different. The issues were different. I mean, it was not in the same transaction, you know. Albeit there are so many other issues. And so the family does not have the confidence that government can properly do. And then the list of witnesses is inadequate. So they requested Radical Agenda Movement, the NBA, Ramimba, to act on their behalf via the Winners Don't Quit chambers. Since Ramimba is not a legal firm and cannot apply to prosecute, it's not a legal personality, it's not a firm, it's just a collection of lawyers. So that's what has happened. That's the essence of what we've come to do, we did today.
We're never carried along, which boils to say that there is something fishing somewhere. We believe that we have been hurt. We need to know what happened, how our daughter was murdered. What are the steps being taken to give what? Justice. Now, we had the issue of the first arraignment. We got there late. It was already arraigned before our arrival. We were not vexed. Now, the arraignment at the High Court came up, and we also found out in the media, not directly as a family, which is also something not to write home about. Now 68 days has come and still counting. The other 4 accomplices in this case have not been accounted for. According to the government, they said the driver was caught via tracking of his phone. Now, if we're to look at the plus and minus, I can say it authoritatively that the driver was in communication with other people that are at large before they boarded the bus, because according to Bamise's voice notes, the driver disagreed in picking up any other passengers until he got to a certain spot where he picked up a certain selected set of people who in turn boarded the bus, raped her and murdered her in cold blood. Now, what have been done? I believe the State Commissioner of Police is answerable to the State Governor. Same with the Minister, the Commissioner, the Minister of Justice, the Attorney General of the state. It won't cost them anything to get a court order and a police report just to probe him via his mobile phone. Just go to Glow, he uses a Glow line, we all know. Ask questions, we want to see his call log 2 weeks before the incident and 2 weeks after the incident. We would see the people he communicated with, we would see what information he passed out, and then we would know the people we are looking for. Now, as we speak as a family, we don't know what's happening, no information. He's in prison according to them, Ikoyi prison. We don't know if truly he's in prison or he's somewhere looking fresh, because we that were busy looking for Bamise as at that period, we were looking, I won't say lean, thin. We were stressed mentally, emotionally, and physically. We were down. Someone that know that he is wanted and at large was busy, was looking robust when they brought him to court and fresh. Now, I can say to you that he was somewhere relaxing. If he was relaxing or he was arrested, I don't know. But what we want as a family is justice. And how do we want justice served? We don't want to hear stories of we've tried and tried and tried. The driver, the accomplices are not caught, only the driver. So we have to just send the driver to prison. At that junction, it is so glaring that the driver is more like a delivery man for some people in high places. I would say this for them for the record. The driver picked up 4 people or 3 or whatsoever, and she was raped in a BRT bus. The driver was employed by a government company, Lamata. So the government is answerable to whatever. Now the government cannot be a judge in its own case. That is where the issue of fiat comes in. We as a family want to be carried along. What is the investigation done so far so good? Okay, if you're not giving us the power to prosecute it, can you give us the power to also investigate the driver and carry out our own private investigation on how to track other assailants? If yes, we are ready to go that mile. This is the 68th day and still counting, and we hope and pray that justice will prevail